Hi, in this demo I'm going to show you how you can reproduce summary tables to summarize the SPSS output for certain variables together. For example, in your data analysis for descriptive statistics, you analyzed the categorical variables like gender, grade level, and free lunch status. And we can say, well, these three variables are really about student non-academic information or student family background or general information. And if you wanted to put a summary table and put this information together, you can. What you do is you just go back to a Word document and you go to Insert and you say, I'm going to insert a table. So you can say Insert, and they ask you how many columns do you need, and let's just say 5, but you can say 4, 3, or 5, or 6, 7. So at this point you're not sure, you can just say I'm going to have 6. And I know for rows I'm probably going to have more than 12. So I'm going to have 6 columns and 14 rows for the table I plan to use. So I'm going to do and say OK. And here is a very ugly table. So now I have to define how I'm going to put for my columns and my rows. So for the first thing, I know I need to put the variable names. So I'm going to say variable names, like what I'm going to do. So I know I'm going to do gender. So maybe I'm going to do grade level. So I'm going to do a grade level, and maybe I'm going to do lunch status or parents' education, parents. So these are the 3 variable names. Okay. So then I know I will be able to have for each of those variable names, they will have a category. So I'll have categories. So for example, for gender, I have male and I have female. And for grade level, I know I have 4 grade levels. I have 9s, I have 10s, I have 11s, and I have 12s. And for parents' education, I know I have high school, and I have college, and I also have higher. College and higher. So in this case, I have these categories, and I know these are categorical variables, so I will be able to have a frequency counts, and I also will have a percentage. So if that is the case, I know I have 31 female, and I have 68 male, and I have, let's say, 43 9th graders. So you can go back and see what is that. So you have you have 52 9th graders. So 52 9th graders, 7 10th graders, 12 11th graders, 25 12th graders. So for parents with a high school diploma, you can go back and look. 33, 54, and 12. So it's 33, 34, and 12. So that's the frequency, and then that's the percentage. I remember it's a 31.5 versus 68.5 as a percentage. And it seems like these 2 columns are useless. I can highlight and double close and I can right mouse click and say delete the columns, and they're gone. So, and you can pretty much do whatever you want to make the tables much nicer and cleaner. And also you can pretty much highlight here, and you see the table is changed to different colors and to different formats. And if you wanted to do like a gray color, you can. And if you just only want to include the 3 variables and you do not need these 2 columns, you can click on delete the cells and you can delete the entire row. So you can also delete the entire row. That's useless. And you create an APA table like this. And if you want to, you can also insert another row above. Sorry. Or you can just add a title here and say table 1. So table 1 would be a summary of student general information. So you create a summary table summarizing students' general information in APA table like this. And of course, if you want to add more variables, you can. And for continuous variables, for example, this is categorical. For continuous variables, you can pretty much do the same thing. So, for example, you can do a table 2 and say summary of student academic achievement. Again, you go to insert, you go to table, and so you insert a table. You also do a 5-column, and you do more rows, and you can always delete or you can add. So in this way, your continuous variables, for example, I wanted to look at their achievement scores. For example, I wanted to look at the achievement. I can go to explore. I can look at students' achievement. So would be OAA test score and math and reading. And if I say OK, so I'm going to do the mean. So I can do a mean, median, and standard deviation, and skewness. So in this case, I can put them here. So I can have variable name again. I can do the mean for the variables. I can do a median. I can do a standard deviation. I can do a skewness. And here you can just say OAA and a mean, median, or 2012 math, 2013 math, 2012 reading, 2013 reading. And you can just record the SPSS file here and into a summary table in APA format, and you can always do things the way you want it to be, like this, and or you can do the font differently, you can do the space differently according to your own needs. Thank you.